contract, there was an assumption that Connor would follow right after you. You're very close to him, obviously. Where are you guys at? He hasn't signed yet.
This is shocking news for hockey. Just before the start of the new season, Leon Draisaitl spoke about Connor McDavid. His words exposed what many had feared. With McDavid's contract not signed, the Oilers face questions about their captain's future. Draisaitl's statement turned private worry into public news, and it has shaken Edmonton fans.
It's not really for me to comment on. Obviously, of course I want him here as long as possible. I want to do it with him. But same comment that I had, it's about him and his family, and they're going to make their decision based on what's best for them. And, I know he loves it here. I know he feels at home here, but there's a lot of things that play into a decision like that. So, hopefully something gets reported soon.
Connor McDavid is still under contract with the Edmonton Oilers. He signed his current deal in 2017. That contract pays him $12.5 million a year. It was the largest deal in NHL history when he signed it. The contract runs through the 2025 to 2026 season. If McDavid does not sign an extension, this could be his last year in Edmonton. Leon Draisaitl signed his new deal in the summer of 2025. His contract was reported as record-breaking. It secured his future with the Oilers for many more years. Draisaitl now has stability. His extension showed he wanted to stay. But McDavid has not done the same. That is why his future is now the biggest story in hockey. When asked, Leon Draisaitl spoke directly about the situation. His comments made headlines. By speaking, he confirmed that the team knows McDavid's choice will shape everything. Reports said his words put a spotlight on McDavid. Fans saw Draisaitl's statement as exposing exactly what McDavid is thinking about his next step. NHL insider Elliotte Friedman also spoke about the situation. He said that McDavid's unsigned contract was already a distraction. He warned it could affect the Oilers' locker room as the season begins. With Draisaitl's public comments, the issue grew even bigger. Now everyone, including players, coaches, and fans, is waiting for McDavid's decision. McDavid's career shows why his future is so important. He has scored more than 900 points in regular season play. He has over 100 assists in fewer than 100 playoff games. His speed and scoring make him the top player in the league. In the 2024-25 season, he led the NHL in scoring again. He has won the Hart Trophy, given to the league's most valuable player, multiple times. Draisaitl has also built an elite career. He scored more than 60 goals in the 2022-23 season. He has been among the top scorers every year since then. His strong play and leadership earned him his extension. Together, McDavid and Draisaitl form the NHL's most dangerous duo. That is why their contracts are watched so closely. Draisaitl's decision to sign first created a clear contrast. His future in Edmonton is set. McDavid's is not. That difference is why his words carried so much weight. By saying what he did, Draisaitl showed that even inside the team, players are waiting to see what McDavid will do. McDavid's silence has added fuel to the story. He has not spoken directly about his contract, but he did talk about the Olympics. He said he wanted to play for Canada. Fans criticized those comments. Many said he should focus on winning the Stanley Cup with the Oilers first. His openness about international play and his quietness about Edmonton created frustration. This context made Draisaitl's comments even more powerful. They connected directly to what fans were already feeling. His words exposed what was hidden. They confirmed that McDavid's future is not yet secure. The money involved is also historic. Reports suggest McDavid could earn $17 million per year on his next contract. That would set a new record for the NHL. Draisaitl's own extension has already changed Edmonton's salary cap outlook. If McDavid signs for $17 million, it will reshape the team's finances for years. Other teams and players are watching. Back in 2017, when McDavid signed his current deal, he said he wanted Edmonton to be his home. He said he was committed to winning in the city. At that time, he was praised for his loyalty. Now, 8 years later, he has not signed again. The Oilers have reached the playoffs many times, but they have not won a Stanley Cup in his era. That fact has become central to the conversation. Leon Draisaitl's extension shows his belief in the Oilers. His decision to stay sends a message. It also puts more pressure on McDavid. Friedman's warning about distraction now looks even more accurate. When a star player's future is not decided, it can affect focus. The Oilers want to compete for the Stanley Cup, but questions about McDavid follow them every day. Inside the locker room, players are aware. Draisaitl's public words prove that. He exposed the issue in a way that cannot be ignored. Fans now know that even teammates are waiting for McDavid's choice. The Oilers have not won a cup since 1990. They reached the final in 2024, but lost. Every season since then has carried extra weight. With McDavid and Draisaitl leading the way, Edmonton is seen as a contender. But without clarity on contracts, fans wonder how long the window will stay open. McDavid's on-ice play continues to dominate. He logs over 22 minutes per game. He leads the league in scoring chances created. He is the fastest skater in the NHL, clocked at over 25 miles per hour. His numbers show why he is the most valuable player. Draisaitl's numbers are also elite. He averages over 1.3 points per game across his career. His playoff performances are among the best in team history. He ranks second only to McDavid in Edmonton scoring since 2015. Together, they have lifted the Oilers back into contention. Fans see this as the most important decision since Gretzky. If McDavid stays, Edmonton will remain strong. If he leaves, the impact will be felt across the league. Draisaitl's words reminded everyone of that reality. For now, McDavid has stayed quiet. He has not made any official statements about his contract. Draisaitl has. That difference is what makes the story headline news. His voice exposed what everyone wanted to know. McDavid is thinking about his future, and the choice is not yet clear.
I said at the end of June, I had every intention just to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way. Take my time and go through everything, and I have every intention to win in Edmonton. That's my only focus.
Did Connor McDavid just drop the hammer on his own future? The biggest star in hockey is heading into the season without a new deal. No talks, no timeline, no answers. And he says he's in no rush.
Connor McDavid says, quote, he has every intention of winning in Edmonton, end quote. How do you process that quote?
Right before the first puck drops, McDavid might have made the boldest move of his career, and it's got the NHL talking. Connor McDavid is the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. He is 28 years old. He was the first pick in the 2015 NHL draft. He has played every season with Edmonton since then. Right now, McDavid is in the last year of his contract. His current deal is worth $100 million. It was signed in 2017. It pays him $12.5 million each year. That deal ends on July 1st, 2026. But McDavid can sign a new contract now. He became eligible for an extension on July 1st, 2025. Even though he can sign, McDavid has not done that yet. He is still playing without a deal for the future. Reports say that no talks are happening. John Shannon, an NHL insider, said this on the 100% Hockey podcast. The negotiations haven't really started yet. They haven't started yet. He also said, it's not going to be announced in training camp. He's going to go into the regular season without a new contract. That means the Oilers will start the 2025-26 NHL season without knowing what happens next with their captain. McDavid spoke about his future during Team Canada's Olympic orientation camp in late August. He said, I have every intention to win in Edmonton. He also made it clear that he wants to take his time. He said, I'll take my time and go through it with my family, my agent, and everybody involved. This shows that McDavid is in no rush to sign. He wants to talk with the people close to him first. This is a big deal because McDavid is not just any player. He is the biggest name in the NHL. In the 2024-25 regular season, McDavid scored 100 points in just 67 games. That includes goals and assists. He also had 33 points in 22 playoff games. He reached 1,000 NHL points in November 2024. He did that in 596 games. That made him the fourth fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,000 points. In 2024, McDavid won the Conn Smythe Trophy. That trophy is given to the most valuable player in the playoffs. He won it even though his team lost in the Stanley Cup Final. The Oilers had a good season last year. They won 48 games. They scored 259 goals. They allowed 236 goals. McDavid led the team in assists. Leon Draisaitl led the team in goals and points. Even with strong numbers, the team lost again in the final. That puts pressure on everyone, especially McDavid. At this point, McDavid is still unsigned. He has not said when he will sign. No reports suggest a deal is close. With no deal signed, the Oilers face a major question. What happens if Connor McDavid waits too long? The team has built its roster around him. He is the captain. He plays more minutes than almost anyone. He runs the power play. He leads the team in assists every season. Without him, the team's future becomes unclear. McDavid has said he wants to win in Edmonton, but he has not promised to stay. That leaves the door open. Some experts say McDavid could earn $16 million or even $17.5 million per season on his next contract. That would be the highest in NHL history. Right now, he makes $12.5 million per year. McDavid's numbers show why he is worth so much. Since entering the league in 2015, he has scored 1,082 points in 712 games. That is the most in the NHL during that time. He has also been named the league MVP 3 times. His playoff numbers are strong too. He has 100 assists in 90 career playoff games. He has scored 34 goals in those same games. That gives him a total of 134 points in the playoffs alone. Many players talk about team success first. McDavid does that too, but contract talks still matter. The team needs to know if their top star will stay. If he leaves, the whole plan changes. McDavid says there is no timeline to sign. He says he wants to win, but he has not said when talks will start. The Oilers are trying to win the Stanley Cup. They came close 2 times, but they did not win. Some fans believe this could be their last big chance before major changes. If McDavid waits too long, other teams may get ready to make offers. If he hits free agency in 2026, he will be the top player available. Many teams would try to sign him. But for now, only the Oilers can talk to him. That is because he is still under contract. He is allowed to sign an extension now, but only with Edmonton. The team has said they want to keep him, but there have been no updates. No reports say a deal is close. Right now, everything is quiet. No contract, no timeline, no start to talks, just the season ahead. And with it, more pressure. Pressure on the Oilers to win. Pressure on McDavid to lead. Pressure on the front office to figure out the future. This is not just about one player. This could change the NHL. If McDavid stays, the Oilers remain a top team. If he leaves, everything shifts. But right now, all we know is this. The best player in the NHL is about to start a new season. And he's doing it without a contract for the next one. That's the decision. That's the hammer. And it's his to drop.
I said at the end of June, I had every intention just to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way. Take my time and go through everything, and I have every intention to win in Edmonton. That's my only focus.
This happened in late August 2025. A warning came from Elliotte Friedman that caught the whole hockey world.
Connor McDavid says, quote, he has every intention of winning in Edmonton, end quote. How do you process that quote?
Connor McDavid, the captain of the Edmonton Oilers, does not have a signed extension. Friedman said this could hurt the Oilers in a big way. The timing makes the story bigger. Training camps are about to open, and this news is already shaking Edmonton. As of the end of August 2025, no extension has been signed. Elliotte Friedman reported that this may not just be a contract issue. He said it could become a major distraction inside the Edmonton Oilers locker room. Friedman explained that when the best player in hockey does not have his future settled, it can affect more than management. It can touch every part of a team. He described it as something that could shake the Oilers locker room. The comments quickly spread across Canadian media and social platforms. Connor McDavid has been the face of the Edmonton Oilers since he was drafted first overall in 2015. He became captain in 2016, the youngest captain in NHL history at that time. Since then, he has scored 982 points in 645 career regular season games. His playoff record is also impressive, with 118 points in 74 games. These numbers show how central he is to Edmonton. The Oilers have reached the playoffs in 6 of the past 7 seasons, but they have not won the Stanley Cup during McDavid's career. Twice they reached the Western Conference Final, in 2022 and in 2024. Both times they fell short of the final. Friedman noted that entering a season with uncertainty about McDavid's future could hurt a team already trying to push past disappointments. The current contract for McDavid carries an average annual value of $12.5 million. This deal was signed in 2017. Since then, the salary cap in the NHL has grown, and other top players have signed massive extensions. Market projections suggest McDavid's next contract could surpass $15 million per year. That would make it one of the most expensive deals in league history. Friedman also highlighted the risk of timing. If the Oilers wait too long into the season, speculation will only grow. The Canadian media market is relentless when it comes to coverage. Every game would bring new questions. Every media session could include another reminder about McDavid's contract. That pressure, Friedman said, could wear on players who are trying to focus on winning. McDavid has not spoken publicly about his contract talks. The Oilers have not given any timeline for negotiations. Friedman explained that silence can sometimes make speculation worse. Without clear updates, fans and analysts begin to fill in the gaps. This is why the story has picked up so quickly. The distraction is not just about media questions. Inside the locker room, players may start to think about the future. Will McDavid sign long-term? Will Draisaitl? Will management have to break up the roster to afford extensions? Connor McDavid's value is not only measured in goals and assists. He drives ticket sales, merchandise, and television ratings. The NHL itself has marketed him as the face of the league. Bedard may be rising as a new star, but McDavid remains the best player in the game by numbers. This makes his contract one of the most watched stories in all of sports, not just hockey. Friedman also stressed how Canadian markets magnify stories. In Edmonton, every practice and game is covered heavily. If McDavid's contract becomes the top storyline, it can overshadow everything else. Young players who are trying to grow may find it harder to stay focused. Coaches who want attention on systems and preparation may be forced to answer contract questions instead. The Oilers' payroll situation is another part of the story. According to league data, Edmonton projects near the salary cap ceiling for 2025 to 2026. Adding an extension for McDavid above $15 million annually will require changes. Players may need to be moved. Contracts may need restructuring. Friedman said this financial tension could also become part of the locker room narrative. Fans have already reacted strongly. Online forums filled with posts about Friedman's comments. Many called the warning accurate, pointing to past examples in sports where star players without extensions created noise. Others argued that McDavid's professionalism would stop it from becoming a problem. Either way, the story has grown, with Friedman's words quoted widely. From a league perspective, McDavid's contract also matters for television partners and sponsors. His games draw some of the highest ratings in Canada. His highlights are used globally in marketing. If his future looks uncertain, broadcasters and business partners may also take notice. Friedman explained that this is why the contract saga is bigger than just Edmonton. It impacts the whole NHL. Right now, the Oilers' official stance has been quiet. General manager Jeff Jackson and team officials have only said they are focused on the season ahead. No one has provided details on extension talks. Friedman pointed out that this lack of detail does not stop the story. It actually fuels it. The less people know, the more speculation grows. History shows that unresolved contracts can dominate headlines. In past years, stars like John Tavares with the Islanders and Steven Stamkos with the Lightning had their contracts become season-long topics. Friedman used those cases as examples of how distraction can spread. In Tavares' case, he left New York as a free agent. The constant speculation was viewed as a major burden that year. The concern is that Edmonton may face something similar if McDavid's extension is not resolved. Every loss, every slump, and every mistake could be linked to the contract storyline. Every road trip could bring new rumors. Friedman's warning was direct. If the Oilers do not handle this soon, it could destroy their season before they even get started.